see up there? Clouds. That's where we're going to fly today. My name's Anthony, and I'm making this video for people who are interested in flying. Maybe they'd like to learn hang gliders or paragliders and don't know the difference, or maybe you just want to see what it's like up in the air. So today I'm going to sort of quickly walk you through my kit, going through the site, which is in England, flying, why I like it, and we'll take off, try to thermal, and then we'll do a landing. So you'll see the whole thing. So let's start off with the kit. So there is my hang glider up there. Storage is supposedly a big problem with hang gliders, but I think if you short pack it like this, so you basically take some of the struts out and then assemble those in the field, it adds about 15 minutes, but it does mean that you can sort of just hang it up quite neatly in a sitting room. Like with all flying pursuits, you do need to get to the takeoff field, which usually involves a car, unfortunately. No real getting around that. This is my trusty ladder that basically supports it. Yeah, it's a little bit rotten. Anyway, so that's enough about that. It's time to get flying. So this is Devil's Dyke on the South Downs in Brighton. I guess the hill is maybe 200-300 feet high. This guy here, his name is Dave, he's a lovely guy, and he's holding my nose wire. So that's, he's kind of like making sure that I'm pointing into wind, and in case anything goes wrong. I probably don't really need a noseman now, but I want to reduce all the risks to as low as possible. So Dave helps me out there. Now let's go take off. So I'm pulling that bar nicely in, and I'm airborne. Whoa, it's so cool, that first feeling of taking off. I'm just going to shut up for a bit while I sort of gain height, and you can just enjoy the feeling of flight. Not much thermals because it's still winter really. About 50-mile-an-hour winds. So that means there's not too many paragliders around because it's a bit top end for them. So it's a good day to fly for a beginner. So the way the hang glider works with ridge soaring, wind comes up this hill that I'm on, and it's just deflected upwards. And if you imagine it as like water or whatever rushing on, it's just going to get pushed upwards. Hopefully the idea is that you'll fly in a bit of air that's going up faster than you're gliding down, and so you'll get lift, which is how I'm higher up now than when I started. The way a glider like this turns is it's really intuitive. It's like Superman, right? So if Superman wants to go left, what does he do? He goes like that, right? And he's going left, right? Right? Superman wants to go fast. What does he do? He pulls in like this. We go! Right. Superman wants to go up in the air. What does he do? He pushes like that. I don't have quite enough speed to do the full Superman thing on a low performance glider, but you get the idea, right? It's a really intuitive way of flying. Now, one thing that you never see in the Superman films is the air. You're just sort of like always going through it. But this air ain't just sort of some smooth thing that's always the same. It's bits of it are strong, bits of it are weak. All these little bushes
and trees down here, this sort of micro terrain, is all pushing and pulling the air around. So what you're surfing is very very bumpy and continually changing. And part of the fun of hang gliding is trying to get in the liftier bits of the air. And well, one of the things with lifty air is what goes up must come down. So it's up where there's that lifty air, just next to it is sinky air. So you've got to stay out of the sinky bits and in the high bits. So that's the basically broad sort of thing with the flying. The dangerous bits, I reckon, are mid-air collisions with these paragliders. They're probably the bane of the sport, for at least from a hang glider's point of view. More on that maybe later. And the takeoffs and landings. The actual flying around bits are doddle, to be honest. And it's really all about, you know, how much performance you feel you can get out of it. I really like hang gliding when you're alone like this. There's no one around me. I can just feel the air, and I can look at the views. I can feel this amazing sensation of going up that I'm feeling right now. I'm going up at about your height every second right now. And I'm seeing more and more of the world opening up before me. Not just I'm seeing more of the world, I'm seeing possibilities of where I can go. And now I've got a bit of height on me, I can go further. And that is an amazing, profound feeling that I'm not seeing out in other sports. It's just, it's incredible. So why should you choose hang gliding over paragliding? Well, it's a good question. I feel more comfortable in a hang glider because this is a roll cage. If it lands, there's a load of aluminium around me that's going to protect me. Also, this thing ain't going to collapse under turbulence. And the paragliders, if you hang around the hills a while, you'll see collapses. And it doesn't make you secure in your craft. I want to be secure in my craft. I feel secure in this thing. I think the safety statistics are marginally on the side of the hang gliders. Also, it's a bit of an underdog sport. Not many people do it. There's maybe less than 100 active flying pilots here hang gliding. And it's nice to be one of them. It's also, for me, the aesthetic is much better. I like the connection that I feel to the air. This direct connection with, literally, these are my wings. These are my bones holding these wings. I like that connection. I like the fact that I'm like an eagle. Don't get me wrong, I think paragliding is amazing. Any form of flying is going to be cool, right? But for me, this is one of the most underrated sports on the planet. And it's amazing that so few people do it when it's been mankind's dream of flying ever since I guess the first hominids millions of years ago looked up in the sky. How can it be that the dream of flying has now been achieved and yet so few people do it? It's crazy. 8 billion people on the planet. How many hang gliders are there? Don't know, maybe 1,000? Go figure, right? Whoa, you see, I'm turning up. That's a thermal, that's a thermal. Do you see it push me out of the thermal? I'm trying to turn into it. Whoa, ha, ha, ha. Okay. I'm thermaling now, I'm doing a 360. That's it. Whoa, I've got to be careful I don't get blown back. But look, 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 I've just done that. Ah ha ha! How cool is that, guys? That is a thermal. Woo! We're going up. Look at how much I can see. It's been nice to share my time up in the sky with you. I hope this is helpful to some of you. What a lovely day.
So it's now time to land. You can see on the right, got a helmet camera. That's what it actually looks like. Going downwind a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to have to pull in apart because of the wind radius for a second. It's so cool. You know, one moment you're high up and then you're touching the ground.